Hello, everyone. So I'm just going to give a macro outlook of what's going on. So I think we're going to go over Bitcoin, oil, gold, and perhaps the S&P or the Nasdaq. Some maybe just one American and the DAX as representative of Europe. So starting with Bitcoin, situation is interesting, but not enough. What I mean by that is, so first of all, as you may know, if you've been following me, either we do have, so this, I don't think we do have a learning place here. I'm going to be honest. No, I don't like that. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to modify this and I'm going to see this as an ABC like that. So let's get rid of this. So potentially this is a triangle in wave B right there. A, B, C, D, and E. So potentially we could be going down from where we are and one less low. And at that point, we could have completed the correction. Now, what I like about this count is this is a move down. That move down from this high to this low that I see as 1 degree structure. We subdivide it as a three-wave move, A, B, and C. So that does not make it trend establishing, which is a good thing. Now, the only way, I mean, you count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. The thing is, wave 3 would have to be shorter than 1, and it is. So I guess the alternate would be a diagonal, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So either we have a complex A, B, and C, which is possible. And I mean, I've been, this is a bit more complex Elliott wave, but there's the debate if a complex should be zigzags, which it doesn't, it can be any combo. So this would be a flat in wave Y, which is fine. And it makes sense. 3 down, triangle in B. Well, let's move lower. And that will make sense for my indices count, which I'm going to show you also in just a second. What I was going to say, the alternate would be, forget about this. The alternate would be triangle. Nope, either a triangle. So this could be A, B, C. So basically the opposite. And then lower again, and then up we go. So that's also possible. And I'm going to place it there. Or else, at this point, it would be 1, 2. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, I was right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for wave C, and that would be the alternate, so that we would have just a flat, an expanded flat, and again, up we go. So one, let's move down, and then higher. That's also possible. Which one is it going to be? I do not know. I could lie to you and tell you, oh, it's going to be this one, oh, it's going to be the triangle. I don't know. Now, what I do know is that if we take a look at the Russell, for instance, which I sent a trade idea, it was a trade that I personally took, this one, on the Elliott Wave channel. So I see 1, 2, so I have many possible counts. One of them is 1, 2, 3, triangle in 4. So now I'm trading this count for further downside. This would make sense if we have either discount for Bitcoin, so for the downside from where we are, or else this, which is also still further downside. If we have something more like this, so A, B, C for wave D of the triangle, so upside for Bitcoin, then I would switch to the alternate, which I did not label here, which is a bit unfortunate. So just a second, I'm gonna make some order. All right, I guess this could go in here. All right, and this could also go in there, and this as well. Don't need these brushes. It's also here. All right, so the alternate would be something like this. Some kind of wave. Okay, something like this. So sideways up, and this could be wave A, B, and C. So we would have something like this, basically. 3 ways down, wave A. Just going to create a folder for this. Okay. Make it red, because I usually do intermediates as red. And then here, A, B, and C. So as you can see, and as you could tell, if this is the right count for the Russell, but I can show you also the S&P, different count, but same direction, up. Now we're making a sideways move, further upside, and then more downside. So upside, and then more downside with E to complete the correction. So as you can see, either way with both counts, so we have 2 to 3 counts for Bitcoin, and so far 2 counts for the Russell, they fit. It's like a puzzle. Elliott Wave is a puzzle. You have different counts, you see different markets, you mix them together. So you say, okay, if this happens on X, potentially this is going to happen on Y. If this does not happen on X, it's highly unlikely this is going to happen on instrument Y. So you get what I'm saying, hopefully. And that, of course, if we see further downside on the Russell or else Bitcoin, we could see oil going higher and gold moving higher. Now, if we take gold, I posted a video on it. Feel free to go watch it on my channel. So either we have completed this correction, which originated in August of 2020, so almost 2 years ago, and now we're just going to go straight up, or else this could happen, meaning that, so at this point we couldn't label it like this because we would have invalidation. So this could be, so everything 1 degree lower, and this would be 1 and 2 of wave 3. So this is what I would call a scenario, like this would be bad in terms of politically. So in terms of Ukraine and Russia, that would be bad. Alternatively, and it makes sense because I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we go higher, meaning that we go lower on the stock market and cryptos, and then we just continue crashing. So that would be, let's see if, do we have something for that? Okay, So that would mean, let me take you to the daily. That would mean this one. And we just made wave 1 to the downside, 2, and then we're just slowly but steadily going to continue lower and most likely break this low. And at that point, gold will actually move higher and stock market, so risk on assets will go much, much lower. So that's basically what I see. If we want to look at the S&P, for instance, it's uncertain, it's unclear to me. Don't really. So for instance, from this move up from here to here is corrective. It's 3, 1, 2, 3. So ABC. Therefore, I can see further downside, to be honest. So as always, we don't know what's going to be. So we can just sit back and yeah, and watch what's going to happen. On the other side, I mean, if we add a low here, if we have a bottom in place here, and this would have been 1 and 2. So this had to be a flat A, B, and C. This would have had to be a sideways move, which is not. So yeah, I struggle to see that and to believe it. Therefore, I see this as corrected. This is A, B, C. So we would just have further downside. What could happen is, let me show you this. We go into some kind of ending diagonal, basically. This would be intermediate. And this would be minor, of course. So that's my alternate for, I mean, that's a potential idea, because the bullish one, I don't see that happening. So once again, cannot know the future, can only try to estimate. The DAX is a bit different. Here we could potentially count on the cash market 5 ways up, I guess. However, you could also, so either a flat in wave 2, 3, 4, and up for 5, or else A, B, and C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also possible. Guess we're gonna find out next week. I feel like we're living week by week, but you know, it's we've seen some big volatility, and it's not an easy market to trade, in my opinion. But yeah, however, with the DAX, for instance, on longer term, I see two possibilities, basically. So if we look on long scale, it looks like, of course, the 2008 housing market, crash was the largest correction, and this, of course, is measured in terms of percentage. However, if we look on arithmetic, so exponential basically, percentage-wise, these two are equal. And the, let's say, bad news is that we know that many times wave 5 is as long as wave 1, of the same degree, obviously. And if we measure wave 1 compared to 5, wave 5 has reached equality. What does it mean? There is a chance that we are going to correct the entire cycle from the 70s. And I mean, that would be quite catastrophic. So there is a chance, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen, obviously. But these are some evidence in favor of that happening, of that chance becoming reality. So the good thing, bringing you back to the weekly, is that we are finding support of the weekly 200 EMA. It is also true that this week, and we know that for the European market is closed. So for this week, this week candle made a lower low and it didn't make higher high compared to the week before. So it's not ideal, as we know. Doesn't really mean anything. But I mean, Monday, we could open with a gap down here. It's possible. However, we are finding this, and this is strong support. So that's a good thing. I don't think we have volume profile on this. Oh, we do. It's here. It's a bit strange. It's very strange. But yeah, we see we may play the effort. I mean, that's some big volume, isn't it? That's quite the volume. Yeah, quite an effort was made. If I could only, why can't I see this? So potentially this indicates that there are many, in this case, sell orders. So many people bought here. And, sold here. So we could go up here to retest this zone and then eventually fall lower. That's a possibility if we are in a very large correction, or if there's a possibility where this is not the end of wave 5, but this is wave 1 of 5. So something like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so either this could be potentially almost completed, or this could be wave A, then up for B, down for C, and at that point we could resume higher. Which one is going to be? Once again, I do not know, but I'm trying to present you all the possibilities so that you know what to be prepared for. So with that being said, I'm just going to leave you to it.